Hey, this is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's March 3rd, 2025. This is looking at the south bowls of Galena Peak on Friday when it was really scorching out there and those mountain temperatures were getting into the mid 40s, making for some pretty good corn this weekend. And if you're still enjoying this broadcast, you have to do a one-time donation, or even better, sign up for that monthly membership. Looking at today, we got some light rain and snow showers. We had a little band of snow come through early this morning. The rain line's going to be right around the valley floor. I think it's going to be mostly snow. We really are only going to see about a trace of snow, so nothing to write home about, just mostly cloudy skies. It's going to be a little cooler today with highs approaching 40 degrees in the valley floors, in the mid 30s in the mountains. We got a little upper level trough coming through to the south today, and that's just bringing in one little band of moisture and then departing to the east before we have some nice weather for Tuesday and Wednesday. Looks like we got an upper level ridge coming into place before another trough makes its way in here Wednesday night and Thursday, bringing 2 to 4 inches of snow. Looking at the backcountry breakdown, talked to a number of people this weekend who got out and skied some corn in the south and mid valley, so that was awesome to hear that actually lined out. They're reporting skiing corn fairly high, almost to 10,000 feet on mostly south-facing slopes, which are getting fewer by the day. We had some pretty warm temperatures over the weekend. If you want to chase corn this week, it's looking like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday are better options for having sun in the forecast. Besides that, it's going to be mostly cloudy until the end of the week. And things to continue to look out for when you're out there skiing corn is if it gets if the snow starts getting really mushy, get off those slopes. And if you're under rocks when it's again direct line of fire by the sun, that's going to warm the snow and break down that strong crust that we have out there. And yeah, as always, climb early to get out of the mountains before they start shedding. Powder, I am seeing some reports of powder still out there, maybe as low as 7,000 feet in the Sawtooth. You're going to have to look to really north-facing slopes in order to get powder. The window has tightened quite a bit after those warm temperatures on Friday, so really got to get north-facing and preferably higher to get drier snow. Looking around at the morning temperatures, quite warm in Wood River in the low 30s here. Stanley is cold up in the teens, and the mountaintops are in the low 20s. All right, I froze the infrared satellite imagery this morning because it was kind of showing two different time stamps and it was a little confusing. We got this big trough that kind of looks like this right now. It's spinning in moisture like from the southeast, which is kind of not very typical for us, but that's just because this low is located a little bit to the south of us. So the pioneers are kind of going to be getting most of the snow today, as we'll see in the NAM forecast. Let's look at the NAM. So we got this little band. We'll back this up a little bit. We had a little bit of snow come in right before sunrise, and then we have this more organized band here that's kind of going to hit the pioneers, kind of hit maybe Ketchum and south with just some light snow. And then it's going to start moving over to the east, and we'll have that upper level ridge in place for Tuesday into Wednesday. You can kind of start to see some snow move in maybe Tuesday night ahead of that next system, but really not looking like too much out of that. This is for today. So trace to a 1/2 inch in most spots besides the pioneers, which are getting that easterly little bump with some snow. And then Tuesday night, a little bit of trace of snow, but Wednesday night is kind of when we start to get a little bit more moisture, and that is looking like 2 to 4 inches in most places, a little less in the valley floor, a little less in Galena Pass, but the Pioneers and the Lost Rivers kind of getting a good hit of snow. Looks like the Lost Rivers could pick up over a foot, which hasn't happened much this year, but this is going to be kind of like a southerly flow. And then looking ahead, we still have that risk of heavy snow lingering in that time frame for kind of pushing it and off a couple of days. I was hoping it was going to be this coming weekend, but it looks like it's going to be even maybe coming in on Monday. Looking at the 500 millibar chart here. So this is our low right now. It's mostly to the south of us. That's why we're not getting a ton of moisture out of it. And we're going to have a ridge in place with those warm colors in place until about Wednesday night, where this next trough comes through. And it's going to have a similar path. It's a little bit higher, a little bit more to the north. So we are going to squeeze out a couple inches out of that thing. If the models still look good, I should say. Maybe it swings a little bit more to the north and we get a little bit more snow. And then Saturday, Sunday looks like another good corn chasing weekends. We have upper level ridge overhead before Monday comes in with this kind of deep trough, really elongated trough all the way up into Alaska. Probably have a little bit cooler temperatures with that for March, not really cold by any means, but it's looking like a multi-day event, kind of looking like a little bit of an atmospheric river. Still a little early to kind of call that out, but it's looking like we got a band of moisture coming in. So pretty stoked to see that. And looking at Galena Summit, looks like we pick up a foot and a half out of it. Multi-day event starting off the following Monday and really looks like ramping up Tuesday into Wednesday.